How can you train your heart to let in love, to let in the right love, to let in beautiful, enriching love that can last the whole life? Well, you've got to get your heart and your mind to work together. We know you've heard this expression, the heart wants what it wants. The heart is also led by the mind. So when you say that, oh, I like bad boys or crazy people, or I just like a 10, you're telling your brain and heart what you expect. And in fact, a bad boy and a perfect 10 physically isn't necessarily the recipe for lasting love. What are the things to look for lasting love? Kindness. Someone who's interesting, someone who's generous with their time, even more than with their money, someone who you can talk to. Remember that Billy Joel song, I just want someone I can talk to. You know, many, many years ago, I was working somewhere and this guy walked in and he was a model. I remember thinking, wow, imagine dating a guy like that. Well, I'm a great manifestor, and of course I did end up dating that very guy. I can't tell you how boring he was. After 2 dates that I couldn't bear to see him again, every day was like, this is me with David Bowie. He showed me his pictures and talked about his career, and he really had a great body, but much to talk about at all. And in the end, I was so bored. And I always wondered how men could just get so into looks, because if you can't talk to someone or mesh with someone or have something to talk about except their modeling portfolio, it's really not enough. So I was very glad I had that experience of being with someone of great beauty, because I realized straight away that would never be enough. It'd be nice if it was part of a package. But to train your heart for love, you've got to think about what you want. What does love require? You see, love requires you feeling secure and safe to express your deepest fears and vulnerabilities and know that you're held and safe and heard and listened to. And so we have to be very careful about what we ask for. After spending my younger life dating all the wrong people, I sat down and thought, what do I really want? And I realized I wanted somebody who was funny and kind and interesting. And also I needed someone who worked for themselves, because I'm on a plane traveling all the time. Having someone who gets 2 weeks holiday a year just couldn't work for me. I was also a single parent. I wanted a family man, someone who loved children, who would love my child even though she wasn't his own. So I made a list and I trained my heart to always go for those attributes, and it really worked. I met my husband and we're so happy because he's very kind, very funny, loves my daughter as if she was his own. I love his children. But I can talk to him about anything and everything. He's like my best friend. And I don't say that I'm going to marry my best friend, because I have best friends. I would never take my husband to the nail bar. He's not that kind of best friend. I don't even take him shopping, because after half an hour he's completely bored. He's not that kind of best friend. But he is my best friend. If I was going to be on a desert island, I'd be with him, because I can talk to him. He makes me laugh. You know, I've had 2 life-threatening illnesses, and he would come into the ward and make me laugh, give me injections and make me laugh, make me soup and make me laugh. And I remember thinking, gosh, if I hadn't had him when I was going through these 2 life-threatening illnesses, how would I have done it? Because he was a rock in every way. And of course I didn't have any makeup on, my hair was matted, I was wearing a hospital gown. He didn't care. And then he was ill and I was doing the same thing. I didn't care what he looked like with wires all over him. So you've got to train your heart to ask the right questions. What kind of person do I want to spend my entire life with? Who do I want to wake up with, go to sleep with? Who's going to help me raise kids? And that's another thing. Am I on the same page in raising children? Am I going to marry someone who lives in the country and want to live in the city, or vice versa? Train your heart by being very careful. What kind of person do I want? Here's another question. Well, if I want that kind of person, what kind of person do they want? You know, be logical, be smart. Don't be entirely heart-led. The heart wants what it wants. But it only knows what it wants because your brain tells it. So get your brain to tell your husband, I want someone kind, interesting, engaging. Like many people said to me, I wanted a billionaire. I've got one. I never see them. They're always on a plane. Well, how do you think billionaires become billionaires? They are driven. Business is their thing. It's their jam. They're always on a plane in a meeting. They're not going shopping with you. So be careful what you want. I want someone who's super fit and healthy. But are you super fit and healthy? I want someone who loves cooking, but then also, I don't want to eat all these plates of food. So be careful. One of my friends said, I hate cooking. I want a guy who loves to cook. And she's found someone who likes to cook 3 times a day. And she says, I just can't eat all this food. It's his joy to cook and cook and cook. It's also his joy to watch me eat all this food. And really, I'm a salad kind of girl, which is why I wanted someone who cooked. Now I've got someone having a lot of arguments about how much he cooks and shops and cooks and shops, and I just want a salad, and he doesn't get that. So when you think about what you want, look at it carefully, look at it with X-ray vision. You know, when I thought about what I want, funny, kind, witty, interesting family man who's free to travel. I wish I'd added someone who's super good at tidying up and shuts the cupboard doors and doesn't leave a tea bag in tender. But it doesn't matter. Everything I wanted, I got. I should have added a bit more to that too, but I'm very happy, and you can be too. Train your heart by thinking, what does your heart really want? It isn't wild craziness, because it doesn't last forever. It isn't even hot, amazing sex that goes on all night, because that can't last forever. And there's no doubt hot sex is important, but it shouldn't be the most important. It shouldn't be the glue that makes you stay with them, because what a great relationship requires is this: best friend chemistry and sexual chemistry. And they often cancel each other out. Sexual chemistry is so wild, it's so crazy, it's all hot and steamy, but actually I don't really even like this person very much. Or best friend, because we're like best friends, we're doing together, but actually we don't even have sex. You need both best friend chemistry, sexual chemistry, and you must have mutual respect and then your relationship will last forever. You have to work on it sometimes. But train your heart to look for, require those three things, and lead your heart to lasting love, because it's available to everybody. The one thing you must do to find love is to believe you are lovable, that you are worthy of love. We're so busy trying to change our weight, our shape, our size, our clothes, trying to put stuff in, take stuff out to be lovable. No, 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 no. This is all you have to do. You sit there and go, I am lovable. I accept myself as lovable. I believe I'm lovable. I'm worthy of love. I'm deserving of love. I am lovable. Of course you'll get thought going, no, but I'm not really, because you see, I've got these fat legs, or I don't wear nice clothes, or I haven't got any money. My dad left when I was 2. I've never had love. That is you. No one else is saying that. I don't say, well, hey, you're not lovable. You didn't have a dad. It's only you saying it. And if you're saying it, you can stop saying it. Stop making that old stuff familiar. Make better stuff familiar. I'm lovable. I'm worthy of love. Why should you say that? Because it's true. Of course you're worthy of love. How could you not be lovable? You have a lovable heart, a lovable soul. Forget about the outer bit. You are lovable just the way you are. Say it, state it, affirm it, embody it, make it your reality. Make it so familiar that your mind goes, oh, here you go again with the lovable stuff. You say this every day, it must be true. Then it will sink in the way butter sinks into hot toast, the way lotion sinks in to dry skin. It becomes a balm for your very soul when you've done that. But you keep doing it. In the shower is a great time. It's a meditative state. Just keep saying, I'm lovable, I'm lovable, I'm lovable, I'm worthy of love, deserving of love. And then you can start to add, I'm magnetically lovable, insanely lovable, powerfully lovable. Keep going until it sinks in and you accept the truth about you. You are deeply lovable and you always will be. Now you can go on to step 2. Only when you've done step 1, not before. Let's go to step 2. Think about the person you would like to share your life with. What qualities do they have? I want a millionaire, a billionaire. Well, they're always on planes, they're not often home. So think again. Do you want a family man? For me, kindness is such an important part of a relationship. It's so underrated. Do you want someone funny, kind, interesting, fascinating, compelling? Don't get too hooked up on looks. Go for qualities. What are you looking for? What do you need? What would make your heart sing? What would turn you on? What would set you on fire? For me, it was somebody funny, kind, interesting, and free to travel, and loved family man. Should have added that super tidy. I didn't do that, and I didn't get that, but I got everything else, so it's okay. But really think about what you want, not what do you want? Do you want someone who's very demonstrative? Do you want someone who's very open, who's completely honest? Do you want someone sporty? And when you've really written down a lot of things, it's not a list, because you can go, actually, I don't need that anymore. But when you've focused on what you want and what you're looking for, you now need to go to step 3. Person you're looking for, what are they looking for? You go, I want someone sporty. But are you sporty? No, well, that probably isn't going to work. I want someone who's super intelligent. Is okay as long as you feel that you can meet them conversationally. So when you've looked at your list, step 3 is the person on your list, what are they looking for? What do they want? You see, you might say, I want someone who loves kids, but they might not have any kids, and I'm not going to have any more kids. Maybe better to have someone with children already. Maybe not. Only you can decide. When you've worked out what they want, start to become that. If you want someone sporty, go to sporting events. If you want someone who's into Friends of the Earth, join Greenpeace. If you want someone who loves animals, get involved with animals. I have a client, a wonderful girl, whose husband left her. She was devastated. She started to work at an animal rescue shelter just to take her out of her own pain. She said, I became so besotted with saving animals, and I met a guy there now. We're blissfully, happily married because we're on the same page. We both become vegans because we love animals so much. You might say that's not my thing, which I totally get, but what is your thing? What is your thing? Because if your thing is cleaning beaches, or going to a protest about something, or getting involved with, you'll meet someone who shares your interests, and that's what will make your relationship work. Most of us really want love, the deep love of a wonderful partner, a soulmate if you like, but also a great loving relationship with ourselves. And we may see other people who appear to have that or do have it, but we just don't know how to get that, or we have a belief, well, it's out of my reach. It is not out of your reach. I'm going to take you through a process, a hypnotic process, that you can find love, attract love, and even more important, maintain that beautiful, deep, loving relationship with yourself and your person for the rest of your life. And hypnosis is not scary. It doesn't send you to sleep. It certainly wakes you up. We are all deserving of love. And you can find love and keep love if you can wire in some thoughts, because the most important thing to find love is only one thing. You must believe you're lovable. You must believe it, know it, feel it, embody it. But how do you do that? Well, I'm going to show you. You don't have to do anything except let this sink in like butter sinks into hot toast. So let's go. To be hypnotized, very easy. You're going to roll up your eyes, keep your eyeballs up, close the lids down. Let's all practice that together. Just look up, keeping your eyeballs up, close your lids down. You can do that. Go into hypnosis like a dream. I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. Really, all hypnosis is a form of self-hypnosis. You can stop it at any time. You're going to like this so much, you really won't want to. So take a deep breath. Make sure your phone is switched off. Cats, pets, children are all out of the room. And just roll up your eyes as if you're trying to look into your very own eyebrows or your forehead. Just look up, keep your eyeballs up, breathe in, breathe out. That's perfect. And again, breathe in. Every time you blink, deep, powerful healing hypnosis is coming upon you. And just one final time, breathe in, hold it. The more you blink, the deeper and faster you're going into hypnosis. And as you exhale, keep your eyeballs looking up, but at the same time, close your eyelids right down. You might feel that rapid fluttering of your eyelids. That's a great sign. And now forget all about the position of your eyeballs. Drop your chin. I want you to get that very same looking down feeling that you might get as you look over a balcony or down a flight of stairs. You are looking down 10 steps. You're moving on to step 10 as each muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You're taking step 9 and 8, and you can see your feet, hear your feet, feel your feet treading each step as you move down, drift down, travel down to an even deeper level. You are taking steps 7 and 6, going deeper with every number I count. You're taking step 5 and 4, and you can go deeper. Just by the sound of your own breathing, just the sound of your own heartbeat is taking you deeper, deeper, deeper into powerful, profound healing hypnosis. You're taking step 4 and 3, going deeper. You're taking step 2 as you gently, calmly, easily go deeper. You're taking step 1. Just go deeper, drift deeper, sink deeper. And as you go deeper, there is nothing for you to do except let my voice in. And you can help yourself a lot by saying, I'm letting this in. I love this. This is sinking in like lotion sinks into dry skin. You can help your mother saying, I want this, I'm ready, this is going in. And if you find your mind wandering, just keep saying, this is going in, this is going in. Because your subconscious mind is always switched on. It's always on record. It's going in right now. So Let's talk about the most important thing to have love. The most important thing to have love is the knowledge that you are worthy of love, deserving of love. So I want you to start saying and thinking, I am lovable. I am deeply lovable. Do it with me right now, out loud. I am lovable. I am deeply lovable. I am so lovable. I am worthy of love. I am deserving of love. Let's do that again. I want you to say it with confidence in your voice. I am lovable. I am deeply lovable. I am so lovable. I am worthy of love. I am deserving of love. And notice how you feel. You may feel sad. You may feel delighted. You may feel silly. You might even feel angry and think, I don't even think that's true. And that's okay. I want you to keep saying it until it is. Your mind learns by repetition. Repetition is the mother of all skills, and your mind really doesn't know, and it certainly doesn't care if what you tell it is right or wrong, true or false, helpful or not. It's going to sink in, so say it again. Every day you're going to make these keywords familiar. Every day when you're in the shower, cleaning your teeth, waiting for the kettle to boil, you're going to say, I am lovable. I am worthy of love, deserving of love. I am deeply lovable. I am so lovable. I'm lovable just the way I am. I am worthy of love. I am deserving of love. I am lovable. Let's do it again, just one more time. I am worthy of love. I am so lovable. I am deeply lovable. I am so worthy of love. And really tune in to how you're feeling. A lot of you will say, this feels so unfamiliar to me. And that's okay. Our job is to make what is unfamiliar familiar. And if you keep stating it, affirming it, embodying it, it will become familiar very quickly. Doing this for just 21 days will wire in and fire in and code in the real truth about you. You are deeply lovable. So remember, the only thing you need to find, attract, and maintain love is the knowledge that you are lovable. And the only person who can give you that knowledge is you. And all you have to do is state it, affirm it, embody it every day. And I promise you, it'll become true. Your words shape your reality. Changing your words will change your reality. So let's just imagine 3 weeks have passed and you've been diligently saying every day, I am worthy of love, I'm deserving of love, I'm lovable. Maybe you've made it your screen wallpaper. Maybe you've made it your password, so you have to type it, write it, state it, see it every day. You've written it on your fridge, you put it on your mirror, and you're letting it in, sinking in every day. And as you do step 1, you are ready to also do step 2. And step 2 is I want you to think about what kind of love you want. What does love look like to you? What kind of person do you want to share your life with? And not only what do you want, but what does that person want? This is very important. Who do you want to share your life with? What qualities does that person have? What do they like? What will they love about you? Because I want you to think about what you want. But the person you want, what do they want? Imagine you're looking at a screen, you're looking over, around, and right through your person. And here's step 3. Anything you require will require something of you. What are you going to have to do to meet that person? Certainly you can't stay on the couch watching television all day. You're going to have to go out and put yourself in front of that person. Where are they? Do they play sport? Are they at IT meetings? Are they at Friends of the Earth conventions? Where are they? Because when you know you're worthy of love, deeply know you're worthy of love, and know the kind of person you want to share your life with, and know where they are, and you put yourself around them, you will certainly end up with them. So this is a 3-step process. It takes a little bit of work, but really not much. 80% of this is saying, I'm lovable, I'm lovable. 80% of your success in finding and maintaining love is having that lovable, I'm worth it mindset. And the other 20% is really thinking about what you want and then going out and finding it. And you can do this. So I want you to see yourself, I want you to see yourself, imagine yourself, feel yourself every day before you get out of bed in the morning, before you fall asleep at night, while you're getting ready for work, while you're doing household chores, while you're commuting, reminding yourself, I'm lovable, I'm worthy of love, I'm deserving of love, and then looking at the kind of person you are planning to share your life with, and knowing that what you want wants you. What you are moving towards is moving towards you. As you are moving towards love, it's moving towards you. Because love is not to be bought or chased or earned or worked for. Love is available to you. It is all around you. Love is available to you right now. You have to accept you're worth it. Then just as you find it, it will find you. And by the way, you are not a half. You're not looking for your other half. You're already complete. And because you're complete, you can find love and love can find you. But here's something else I want you to do. I want you to imagine you've found your person and your person has found you. What would your person say to you? Of course, they say you're the one. How lucky am I to have someone like you? You're everything. You're the person I've been waiting for my entire life. I'm so lucky I found you. Do not outsource that. I want you to start saying that to yourself now. How lucky I am to have found you. It may sound silly, but who cares? Let's do it anyway. Imagine you can fill yourself up with those missing words. You're the one. How lucky am I to be with you? You're the one. I've been waiting for you my whole life. Do not outsource that. Do not give someone else the job of meeting your need to feel lovable. Imagine you have your person, and imagine hearing the words. You're going to say them until they're so familiar that when your person says them, your mind goes, oh yes, this is all so familiar to me. Take a few minutes, do that right now. I want you to imagine falling in love with yourself. This is a lifelong romance that never fades, never disappoints you. Nothing has to be taken out or added in. So I want you to imagine that you are falling in love with yourself. Your job, and it really is your job, is to give yourself these words. It is not someone else's job to turn up and say, you're amazing, you're wonderful, I love you. It is your job to say, I'm amazing, I'm wonderful, and love is available. The more you do your job, the more someone else will turn up and mirror that faster than you imagined. It is your job to make yourself love. If you give that job to someone else, by the way, then they can remove that at any time. If you do your job, you will always have the love of yourself, and you will always have the love of others, because people love us more when we love ourselves and we love them. And loving yourself allows you to love others so much better because you are worthy of love. Let's just spend a few more minutes going through this. I am worthy of love. I'm deserving of love. And I am filling myself up with the words I want to hear, knowing that as I fill myself up with those words, my sense of lovability goes up and I'm more able to receive and attract love. And this is true. Do it right now. And let's just do one more thing for the last few minutes. I want you to imagine that you have this great love. You're the envy of other people. People say, wow, you two are just so good together. You're such great role models. You're so inspirational. I want what you've got. I want you to take a minute and feel that feeling of having deep love. What does it feel like? And if you say, well, I honestly don't know, then imagine it. Imagine what it would feel like to wake up with someone who loves you, adores you, cherishes you, and puts you first. And of course, you adore them, you cherish them. You are always growing in love. And deep love requires three things. It requires best friend chemistry, sexual chemistry, and a deep admiration for the other person. It doesn't mean putting your needs last. It means you each recognize each other's needs. So take a minute and really feel that feeling. Wire in, code in, fire in what it feels like to have deep love, where you respect each other. You have best friend chemistry, sexual chemistry. You desire, but you also admire each other. You each have each other's back. You're growing in love every day. What does that feel like? But also, what does that look like? And I want you to keep seeing it and seeing it and seeing it. So you're feeling it, you're seeing it. And this is unfamiliar, but you're going to make it familiar. You can make anything familiar, including deep love. And while you're noticing, what does it feel like and look like? What does it sound like? What kind of things do you say to each other? What do you say when you wake up? I've woken up from my dream to my dream. How lucky I am to be with you. What kind of things do you say to each other? Do you just call every day to say hi because you love hearing each other's voice? What does it feel like to have someone who always has your back? You can call them and they'll listen and they'll be there. What does that feel like, look like, sound like? I want you to really focus on every night sleeping in the arms of someone who loves you, respects you, admires you, and is loved, respected, and admired by you. I want you to make this familiar. So let's end right where we began. One more time, knowing now what it looks like, feels like, sounds like. I want you to say, I deserve all of that. I am so worthy of that. I'm ready for it. I deserve it. I'm worth it. And I want you to say these exact words right now. Follow me. I accept myself as lovable. I see myself as lovable. I easily give love to others. I easily accept the love that others have for me. I'm deeply lovable. I am filled and nourished by the love that others have for me. And I fill and nourish others with my love because I am a lovable person. I am a lovable person always, right now, and always. And you're going to state that, affirm that, embody that every day, knowing that as you do this, you will find love. Love will find you. I wish you every success in finding love. It's right in front of you. You could almost reach out and touch it. And any time now, that's exactly what you're going to do if you do this. So feeling deeply lovable, powerfully lovable, magnetically, wonderfully lovable all the time, just the way you are. You can even imagine hearing Barry White or Billy Joel saying, I love you just the way you are. Don't go changing to try to please me. I love you just the way you are. And hearing that, feeling it, making it your reality, knowing that as you do this very quickly, this stops being what you do. It becomes who you are, a person worthy of love, deserving of love, lovable, just the way they are. So knowing it, feeling it, take a deep breath on the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back into the room. Fill up your lungs, take a deep breath. And if you happen to be playing this recording in bed at night before sleeping, you can close your eyes, go straight back into sleep, and dream the most lovable dreams. Until next time, grow in love. I promise you, I guarantee you, every pan has its lid. You're someone's lid. Someone is your pan. It's available to you right now.